Good evening. I'm Nancy Faye Jensen. It's my distinct honor to formally open the inaugural Graduate Commencement Ceremony at Keene State College. I want to first extend our warmest of welcomes to all of our graduate students who have finished their degrees or their certificates with us, and to those who are going to be completing theirs this summer term. You are the reason that we have gathered this evening, albeit over the web, to celebrate your scholarly accomplishments and to wish you the very best on your professional journey. Here to acknowledge all that you have realized through a seriousness of purpose and a commitment to the pursuit of advanced learning are those who have helped and supported you along the way. Your family, your friends, and your wonderful and talented faculty who could not be prouder of your accomplishments. We also welcome President Treadwell and members of her cabinet who have ensured the investment in all aspects of quality graduate education so that upon graduation now, you will be well prepared for the additional leadership roles you will most assuredly assume. In graduate studies, we're often asked about the significance of the hood. It's considered to be the most important feature of regalia as it distinguishes both the master's and the doctoral degree earner from a bachelor's student. The hood is lined in colors that represent the institution conferring the degree. Its unusual shape today reflects its history, where this garment was in fact worn as a draping head covering or a hood. As formal education evolved in Europe in the 16th century, the hood, originally worn on the head, became a badge indicative of rank and degree, and it was worn flung over the shoulder rather than atop the head. American colleges and universities have adopted this tradition and did so in the late 1800s through an intercollegiate code, which Keene State abides by today. As an overview of our event tonight, we expect that the ceremony will last about an hour. If you want to follow along, there is a program on our event's website. We'd also ask that you check and make sure that your device is muted so that all can hear the student names called and to hear our keynote speaker. Before we begin, we now present the singing of the national anthem, performed by the Keene State College Concert Choir, arrangement by Darman Meter and directed by John Stafford Smith. That was lovely. Thank you to our students. It's now my great pleasure to introduce Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Okal Johnson, who will give a welcome and also introduce President Treadwell.
Thank you, Dr. Faye Jensen. It is wonderful to be with you all tonight for this special occasion, the first graduate commencement ceremony for Keene State College. Although we've had hooding ceremonies in education in the past and graduate degree ceremonies in education, and graduate degrees in education have been offered since the 1950s, the more recent development of new graduate programs and graduate offerings have brought us to the next level, to be both an undergraduate serving institution of excellence and now a graduate serving institution of distinction. You have much to be proud of, as a graduate degree is hard-earned. On behalf of the talented graduate faculty who have facilitated your learning, provided extraordinary mentoring, and offered caring professional advice, we trust that your time with us will be remembered fondly and will bring you much professional success and personal satisfaction. It's now my pleasure to introduce the president of Keene State College, Dr. Melinda Treadwell.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Thank you, Dr. Faye Jensen, and to our faculty and all of our students, congratulations. Good evening. I wish to bring my welcome to everyone gathered here for this graduation, to our faculty, our staff, our alumni, members of the Keene State College community tuning in, and most importantly, a welcome to our 2021 graduating master's students, their families, and their friends. We come together this evening to honor you and to bear witness to your outstanding success, the completion of your advanced degree in education, in history and archives, and in safety and occupational health applied sciences. Tonight is all about you, our 2021 graduates. Congratulations. It is my great privilege to serve as your president. Reaching the highest level of achievement offered by Keene State College, you have made KSC shine with your talents, your leadership, and your dedication to excellence. It is our true joy to celebrate your achievements as master's students or your completion of postmaster's certification. Some of you earning your degrees are first-time Keene State College students. Thank you for entrusting us to help you achieve advanced educational credential in your areas of passion. Many of you have chosen to pursue your graduate degrees with us after earning your bachelor's credentials here at Keene State. Thank you for your commitment and belief in the faculty and staff of this college. We will truly miss your presence here at our alma mater, and we are honored by your legacy and the gifts that you have shared during your educational journey. I applaud your commitment to balance the rigors of graduate school with employment, with your other essential and critically important roles: partner, spouse, caregiver, parent. No mean feat. That you are here with us and is so wonderful, but to have you come back to us to continue your education, there can be no higher compliment for us, for our programs, and for the faculty who are the heart and soul of our graduate studies. We are so proud to serve your ongoing educational aspirations and to support you in your professional journey in every way that we can. Whether you were 100% online in your graduate study, in a hybrid graduate program, or in full resident as a graduate student in this past year, you've experienced some major hurdles. We all have. Learning and indeed life has changed and been so challenging for all of us. But despite those challenges, you and your faculty pressed on, staying positive and arriving at creative solutions to meet your goals in your research, in your internships, and in your coursework. Thank you for your perseverance and your unwavering vision of the future professional possibilities to change our world for the better through education and impact. Through these experiences and challenges, if we succeed as graduate serving institution, you have more finely honed your understanding of your increasingly important place in the broader human experience. And you've acquired the knowledge and the skills to lean in and make an effect. Margaret Mead said, quote, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed people can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has," end quote. This ceremony marks the completion of your study and the commencement of your next steps in life. I look forward to learning of your successes and your contributions in your chosen fields. Make a difference and serve. Be a voice and an actor for understanding, knowledge, and positive impact. Thank you.
Thank you so much, President Fredwell. That was wonderful. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Deborah Merchant. Dr. Merchant received her doctorate at Penn State University and came to us making contributions to and significantly shaping our highly successful MED in special education, including the year-long internship model. And this has been going on for over 14 years. Her vision and commitment have been critical in creating a program where 100% of our graduates become employed in their profession of choice, an amazing accomplishment for which we and our graduates are most grateful. Dr. Merchant is retiring in a month, and we want to be sure that she knows how important her work as a professor of education and co-coordinator of the master's program in special education program has been. Thank you for touching so many lives and for being such an important part of growing graduate education at Keene State College. Dr. Merchant will now introduce our esteemed keynote speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Fayenson. It's my privilege to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Mark Spino. A graduate of the University of Vermont and a postmaster's educational leadership program, Mr. Spino has been the principal of Green Street School in Brattleboro, Vermont since 2014. Under his collaborative leadership, the school has been transformed into one of remarkable excellence. This excellence has not gone unnoticed, as in 2020, Mark was recognized with the National Distinguished Principal Award from the National Association of Elementary School Principals, and in addition, received accolades as the Vermont Principal of the Year by the Vermont Principals Association. Mark, with the true demeanor of an effective leader, has said that these awards really feel like the highlight of his career, but he's always quick to add that the award from the National Association of Elementary School Principals is a direct reflection of the remarkable collaborative effort across all faculty and staff at the Green Street School, where the focus by the entire team has been and continues to be on providing students with the best education possible. Mark's resume is impressive, and we could spend the better part of the day outlining all the positions he has held successfully. What is truly striking, however, was a commentary about Mark and his impact by his superintendent, by a principal colleague, by teachers and parents, all described an exemplification of everything that can and should be right with elementary education. They credit the incredible transformation of the Green Street School from one where parents were asking for students to transfer out when Mark arrived to one where parents are now asking for transfers to the school. A calm, visionary, deliberate, innovative, and inclusive stance characterized his passion and gift as a leader. He knew the transformation of Green Street School must occur and be sustained on multiple fronts: improvement of the physical structure of the school, hiring and mentoring the most talented teachers and staff, creation, support of after-school programs that are both educational and centered on play, and by offering up-to-date professional development for his personnel, with particular emphasis on trauma-informed practice, the adverse childhood experience, and diversity, equity, and inclusion. Importantly, Mark Spino was able to bring all stakeholders to the table with equal voice to contribute to his visionary effort, a lesson and leadership model for us all, with students always at the center of all decisions. The Keene State College Graduate Council was thrilled to invite Mark Spino as this year's inaugural graduate commencement keynote speaker and to have him accept this honor. And with that, I give you Mark Spino.
Good evening, Keene State College graduates from the Schools of Education, History and Archives, and Occupational Health Applied Sciences. It is my absolute honor and privilege for this opportunity to speak with you tonight as you have achieved the incredible accomplishment of earning your master's degree from this very well-respected Keene State College, for which I also am a happy alum. Earning your master's degree is no doubt a great feat for which you should be extremely proud. However, I challenge all of you to think of this achievement as a step towards change. How can you use the knowledge and experiences that you have gained towards impacting the lives of others in a positive way? Improving your own life, the organization that you work for, or the community in which you live requires continued evolution and change for the better. You have earned your master's degree, but this is not the conclusion of your achievement. It is just the beginning. You have all given yourselves the opportunity to be leaders. I encourage you all to look for and be aware of when those opportunities arise. For these are the times that you will make the greatest impact on the lives of others. In order to be a true leader and driver for change, you have to have the perseverance to push for what you believe in, while at the same time, and more importantly, listen to and collaborate with those around you. Great leadership is not a single individual vision. It is the collective effort and synergy of a team. There is nothing more inspiring than being part of an effective team that helps change the lives of others in a positive way. And you have this opportunity moving forward in the fields of study and career paths you have chosen. I challenge you all to do your part in helping to create a dynamic, proactive, and collaborative team approach to your future challenges. You and your organization will be better for it. If you have a problem that needs to be solved, seek others to help you. At the same time, make yourself available to your colleagues and partners in the same way. We all have the opportunity to improve our environment by embracing a collective approach while also holding ourselves accountable to follow through. In my own career, I have had the challenge of taking over 2 struggling schools as a principal. The message to the staff was simple. We collectively control the school environment. To improve our school environment, we need to change, and it is our absolute responsibility to do so for our community. There are no excuses. We have to be the ones to change. We have to take the ownership and responsibility. It's a pretty simple and straightforward message. However, when this attitude is embraced collectively and paired with clear goals and an unwavering energy and the time dedicated to meeting those goals as a team, it is remarkable what you can accomplish. My wish for you all is that you embrace a similar attitude and perseverance in moving forward in your career. Don't be the person to admire the problem. Be the person to help fix it. If you move forward in your careers in this way, to make the best of your situation and to continue to set a good example, I promise you that your positive energy will not only be noticed, it will be embraced. You will make a difference. You will change your organization for the better, and you will improve the lives of others. And I believe that is what we are all here to do. When we earn a degree, it tells us and others that we have accomplished a great amount of knowledge in what we have chosen to study, and that is certainly to be celebrated. As you move forward in your promising careers, you will come across many people who will inspire you and who you will continue to learn from. Don't miss out on these opportunities. Look for the people in your organization you can learn from. I promise you that they are there. Challenge yourself to ask questions and to learn from these natural mentors and coaches. I personally have been incredibly lucky to have so many colleagues, mentors, and coaches who have helped me evolve along the way. I believe my greatest strength as an educator and leader is that I have been attuned and aware of these people throughout my career. I've never once wanted to be the guy who has all the answers. However, if I am aligned with great people, we, collectively, will not only find solutions to the problems, but more importantly, create new and innovative ways to do so. Don't move forward with blinders on. Look for these people who will help you evolve and grow. If you do this, I again promise that you will also indeed become that mentor or coach for someone else. Over these past few years, you have all set a goal to earn your master's degree. Now that you have achieved that goal, what's next? I urge you to continue to set goals for yourself. The power of goal setting, along with a plan to reach your goal, is a powerful equation. I believe that the most successful people in their fields do this consistently, both daily and also with a long-range plan in mind. I know many of you will be starting a new job or career. Set goals for yourself and continue to be willing to take risks as long as they are tied to what you truly believe in. At the end of a workday, if I know I have collaborated with my colleagues to help improve the lives of our students, I am inspired to go back the next day and do it again. I urge you all to take control of your careers by continuing to take proactive steps to evolve both individually and collectively, so that at the end of your workday, you too are inspired to go back and do it again. Yes, it is true, this evening is about you and your accomplishment of a master's degree. But it is also about the possibility of future change and the role you will take in that change for the fields of education, history and archives, and occupational health and applied sciences. There is no doubt in my mind the future is bright. With your hard work, perseverance, positive and proactive attitude, you will help build collective, collaborative team environments with the focus on improving the lives of others. Once again, my sincerest congratulations to all of you. Tonight is a night of celebration for you as you have earned a master's degree from the great Keene State College. But don't forget about what you can do with this degree moving forward. The future is bright. Once again, thank you for this opportunity. Congratulations and good evening.
Thank you for your words of wisdom, inspiration, and encouragement, Mark. That was just terrific. It is now my distinct honor to acknowledge the accomplishments of our students who, having previously earned their master's degrees, have earned a postmaster's certification. No mean feat in educational leadership. This 27 credit certification prepares our advanced students to become even stronger leaders in their schools as they aspire to become principals or other administrators. And here are, from both 2020 and 21, our newest educational leaders. Catherine Abbott, Kelly Colarusso, Jennifer Korse, Nicole Gordon, Patricia Layfield, whose project was a parent group to support teen learners in the Jaffe Ridge School District. Gregory Pickering, whose project was communication systems between the school and home. Suzanne Provost, whose project was around the leader in me, inspiring students, staff, and the community. And Caitlin Shattuck, she worked with Patricia Layfield on her project around the parent group. So now I would like to introduce Dr. Darryl Hux for the Curriculum Instruction Master's Program.
Let me unmute my microphone. Thank you, Dr. Bagai, and congratulations to all of our postmaster's students. It is now my pleasure to begin the presentation of those students who have earned their master's degree at Keene State College. Sorry, I got a little notification there. Master's degree at Keene State College. The Master of Education degree has been conferred since the late 1950s and is the first advanced degree offered by Keene State College. We are extremely proud of our history in that regard. So many teachers in the state and the region have been educated with us, transforming their communities for the better in a multitude of ways. Mark is a great example of that. We will begin with the Master of Education students in Curriculum and Instruction. Would those students please self-hood or be assisted by a friend or family member? I wish I could see you, I can't. So while they're hooding, I'd like to share a little bit about these students. Students in Curriculum and Instruction, students in the professional development track of Curriculum and Instruction are typically experienced full-time practitioners. They should be applauded for pursuing graduate studies in addition to their already busy schedules. Students in the new Teacher as Leader track are typically recent completers of our four-year undergraduate education programs. Curriculum and Instruction are the bedrock of the work that happens daily in our schools. These graduate students are leaving with a rich understanding of curriculum theory, curriculum design, school law, instructional planning, and implementation, in addition to understanding the critically important role that educational research plays in teaching and learning. Policy and professional development. So kudos to this year's graduates for doing all this while being in school daily as teachers and interns, especially during a global pandemic. Special acknowledgement and thanks to my colleagues, Dr. Debbie Black and Dr. Ellen Neufer, for the work they do to support the CNI graduate students. And here are the Curriculum and Instruction graduates. Nicole D. Almeida. And Nicole's project was STEM education and engagement in schools and the math classroom. Congratulations, Nicole. Noah H. Druin and his project, Blended Learning as an Education Standard for the 21st Century. Congratulations, Noah. Gertie K. Flagg and her project, Examining Student Engagement Levels During Remote Learning. Congratulations, Gertie. Alex Fleming, a 2020 graduate. And Kavya Ganesh and her project, Identifying and Dealing with Disruptive Student Behavior in the Classroom. Congratulations, Kavya. Sarah Graham and her project, Supporting All Learners in the Inclusive Middle Level Classroom Through Co-Teaching. and Catherine Liscarbo, a 2020 graduate. And Cassandra Lockwood, another 2020 graduate. Michaela E. Mahoney and her project. Uh-oh. I'm back. Sorry, something happened on my computer, technical difficulty. Can you hear me? Yes, okay. Michaela E. Mahoney, let's take a deeper look into representation of Black girls in upper elementary school literature. Congratulations, Michaela. Bethany Maynard, a 2020 graduate. Danielle Perkins, another 2020 graduate. Megan P. Piasek, White Racial Identity Development, Teachers' Understanding and Impacts in a Special Education Setting. Congratulations, Megan. Laura Sweet, another 2020 graduate. Kelsey A. Woodard and Kelsey's project, Impact of Math Anxiety. What is it and how can we help students be more successful? And that's it. And I will now turn the podium back over to Dr. Steve Bagay.
Thank you, Dr. Hux, and congratulations to all our curriculum and instruction students. It is now my pleasure to present those students who have earned their Master of Education in Educational Leadership. Would those students please self-hood or be assisted by a friend or a family member? While they are hooding, I would just like to thank all the educational leadership and C&I faculty, as well as the cooperating professionals, mentors who during this challenging year were flexible and went the extra mile to support our students to be successful. Dr. Daryl Hux, Dr. Debbie Black, Dr. Ellen Newford, Professor Emeriti, Dr. Peggy Wozniak, Rick Nanaselli, Dr. Paul Smith, Dr. Misty McBriarty, and Kristen Warner. The educational leadership students, including the postmaster students, have been an inspiration to us all this year. Their ability to balance the demands placed on them as educators, engage fully in their internship, and conduct a school-based year-long research project has been truly amazing. It has been a joy supporting these graduate students in their leadership development. As future leaders, we look forward to the positive impact we know you will all have on your students and your community. And here are our new educational leadership graduates. Julia Chittister. Her project, their capstone project, was strong teacher self-efficacy in the classroom environment, classroom management. Lance A. Flamino, student engagement and its impact on academic achievement. Jessica N. Montanari, benefits and challenges of outdoor learning on middle grade student outcomes. Bradley Venice, barriers, benefits, and successful implementation of social emotional learning. Stacy Wilbarger, challenges and benefits of school community partnerships. Congratulations to you all. And now I'd like to turn the podium back over to Dr. Deb Merchant.
Deb, if you can start your video.
It's on, sorry. I didn't all of a sudden look like Steve Bagay. Oh, here I am. Apologies, I turned it on, but there was a little delay, technical difficulties. Thank you, Dr. Bagay, and warmest congratulations to our educational leadership students. It is now my distinct pleasure to present those students who have earned their Masters of Education in Special Education. Would those students please self-hood or be assisted by a friend or a family member? While they're hooding, I would just like to share that these students worked tirelessly throughout this intensive program, which began with coursework during the summer of 2020. During the fall and spring semesters, these students engaged in a full-time internship in a public school in a pandemic, while also working full-time at that same school, essentially wearing two hats, graduate student and employee. While fulfilling the responsibilities of their internship and job, these students always kept their focus on how to best meet the individual needs of the students with whom they worked. I would like to also acknowledge my colleague, Dr. Lance Nieper, who worked for the entire year with these students as well, mentoring and supporting the development and completion of their capstone research projects. I now am happy to present to you our special education graduates. Amanda H. Bratz, whose project was the effects of phonemic awareness training on oral reading fluency. Raquela A. DeVolio, project was with the effectiveness of Wilson's foundations. Lori A. Greenleaf, her project was increasing oral reading fluency using the Wilson Reading Program paired with manipulatives. Emma L. James, her project was the effects of word level decoding on oral reading fluency. Brooke L. Meehan, her project was increasing letter sound identification using strategic instrumental rehearsal and multimedia learning. Olivia A. Pachulis, whose project was the effectiveness of specialized program individualizing reading excellence on reading fluency. Mark T. Rabasco, using self-regulated strategy development to support students with writing disabilities. Lauren E. Rosito, increasing fluency in relation to comprehension using repeated reading and video self-modeling. And Caitlin T. Watkins, whose project was the impacts of a multisensory approach. Congratulations to you all, and thank you for such a good year. Oh, and I now hand the podium over to Dr. Susan Wade.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Merchant, and warmest congratulations to your special education students. It is now my pleasure to present those students who have earned their Master of Arts degree in History and Archives. This is our first graduating class. Would those students please self-hood or be assisted by a friend or family member? While they are hooding, I would like to share that the MA in History and Archives is the newest graduate program. And as I said before, this is our first graduating class. Our graduating MAs are engaged in a range of graduate thesis projects. Lydia Hurley is working on the first transcription and translation from a 15th century English manuscript, the Prose Brute, which was written in secretary script by the scribe writer. This manuscript is part of Harvard's manuscript collection. Using his archival and historical training, Tim Hastings has written and will be seeking publication for his thesis, Getting Away with Murder, Enslavement, Racialized Violence, and White Supremacy in 18th Century New Hampshire. And Mike Fremeau is working on a transcription and digitization of the papers of the first governor of New Hampshire, Misak Weir. And here are our history and archives graduates. Michael Fremeau, the papers of Misak Weir, transcription and digitization project. Timothy I. Hastings, Getting Away with Murder, Enslavement, Racialized Violence, and White Supremacy in 18th Century New Hampshire. And Lydia Hurley, a transcription of Harvard's Prose Brute manuscript. Congratulations to you all, and it has been a privilege to teach you in these past 2 years. And now I would like to turn this over to Dr. Christopher Renix in Safety and Occupational Health Sciences Department.
Thank you, Dr. Wade, and warmest congratulations to the graduates in History and Archives. It is now my pleasure to present those students who have earned their Master's of Science degree in Safety and Occupational Health Applied Sciences. Would those students please self-hood or be assisted by a friend or family member? While they are hooding, I would like to share that the SOHAS Master's Program broke new ground at Keene State College as the first fully online master's degree program in 2018. Our students come from all fields of safety and bring years of experience to our program. These students complete their degrees by conducting a research practicum at their current place of employment, conducting research in the field of applied safety as a means of improving workplace safety for the profession, or complete a thesis paper that takes the safety profession into new directions. These students also have an option to submit a publishable paper to a major journal. In fact, we had our first paper accepted for publication by William Connor, a recent graduate of the program, and it will be published in October 2021 in Professional Safety, the Journal of the American Society of Safety Professionals. And here are our Safety and Occupational Health Applied Sciences graduates. Alex J. Bedoin, exploring Subpart K implementation at the University of Massachusetts Medical School. Luke Bowley, correlation between work stress and injury susceptibility of power line workers and troubleshooters. Jake A. Clark, heat-related illnesses. Justin D. Flameri, building a safety management system with child care centers in New Hampshire. Ronald A. Fiume, ergonomic intervention for customer care representative during a global pandemic, a case control study. Wayne N. Gibson, analysis of what motivates a person to choose a career path known to be inherently dangerous. Michael A. Gobo, safety leadership in government. Jacqueline Kennedy, improve the EHS event investigation process. Anuj Katka, exoskeletons will benefit workers in the construction industry by reducing cases of musculoskeletal disorders. Julie C. Pereira, impact and effectiveness of online training in the corporate environment, a qualitative meta-analysis. Lucas T. Poland, musculoskeletal disorders associated with utility construction work tasks. Matthew J. Slowick, workplace study identifies a significant relationship between cognitive alertness and blue light blocking glasses. Kristen R. Stumpf, correlation between safety climate and the perceived risks of lone workers. And Louis A. Toohey, the role of risk management in high profile incidents and the factors that ultimately influence its implementation. It's a little strange because 33 years ago, I served on a ship with Louis's father. So it was really coming really around here. I'd like to congratulate all of our master's students. Their work during their free time, what you want to call it that, during a pandemic, especially when safety is one of the primary leaders in the pandemic, was truly remarkable. Now I will return the podium to Dr. Faye Jensen.
Thank you so much, Dr. Renix. And I want to thank all of the graduate coordinators for the incredible work you've done with students over the last few years to bring us to this great place. It is now time for the conferral of degrees. To formally present our candidates to President Treadwell and to our faculty, I would like to introduce Dr. Kirsty Sandy, Dean of the School of Arts, Education and Humanities, and Dr. Carrie College, Dean of the School of Sciences, Sustainability, and Health.
Thank you. Dr. Treadwell, I have the honor to present these candidates who have completed the requirements for graduation from Keene State College and are recommended by the faculty for the degrees of Master of Education and Master of Arts in the School of Arts, Education, and Humanities.
Dr. Treadwell, I too have the honor to present these candidates who have completed the requirements for graduation from Keene State College and are recommended by the faculty for the degree of Master of Science in the School of Sciences, Sustainability, and Health.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of the University System of New Hampshire, I confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended by the faculty with all rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Please, all of you join me in congratulating all of our graduates. You are now, and perhaps for the second time, alumni of Keene State College. Here to welcome you is Bethany Morin, Director of our Alumni Relations team.
Hello and congratulations. I'm absolutely thrilled to be celebrating with you today. As the Director of Alumni Relations and a class of 2012 graduate, I have the honor to welcome you into the Alumni Association on behalf of over 36,000 alumni. I hope the pride and excitement you feel today continues far into the future. Graduate school is an incredible accomplishment, and I hope you are all proud. It is my pleasure to congratulate you on your graduation and to welcome, and in some cases welcome you again, to the Keene State College Alumni Association. It is also my pleasure to encourage you to stay involved with the college. All of your Keene State memories and education inside and outside the classroom are part of who you are and who you will become. Your college experiences, relationships, and opportunities all share as a foundation. Remember the connections you've made with faculty, advisors, class cohort, staff, and friends, and keep them active. No one knows how they will help you in the future, but I promise you they will. Our story with the college does not end when we graduate. We are what keeps Keene State vibrant and relevant today and into the future. In all you do, be proud of your degree and Keene State. I'm thrilled to congratulate you on this incredible accomplishment. Enjoy and celebrate. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Bethany and Alumni Relations. Great message. On behalf of Keene State College, the Graduate Council and Graduate Studies, we wish you the warmest congratulations and much success in your professional and personal pursuits. As our closing, we now invite our graduates to celebrate together as a community of scholars. We will open your video, so make sure you turn on your gallery view from home or wherever you are while we play the Keene State College alma mater, performed by the KSC Chamber Singers under the direction of Professor Sandra Howard with Vladimir Udnokic, pianist. You'll be able to see your community of classmates and share in your wonderful accomplishments for a few moments. So to our students and their families, faculty and friends who have supported them, our deepest thanks. Please stay with us for the performance of the alma mater. Congratulations and have a wonderful evening.